Hey guys, and welcome to Wrestling Days. So in today's video I wanted to have a look at the new era. Keeps getting spoken about. What is it? Why is it here? Where is it heading? Let's explore it together. Because I think this is the biggest development in a couple of years. I really do. And I think that WWE have shown now since WrestleMania that they're serious about this new era. I don't like the name. I think there's better alternatives, but we can explore all of that. For me, wrestling is my passion, has been for 25 years. And I just want to do a couple of shout outs first, because I know there's a few subscribers out there that, have been really supportive, and I just wanted to, give them a couple of mentions. So Entertainment Freestyler, thank you very much. Ben Anderson, thank you very much. And also the man, Mark Radomski. Thank you very much, mate. Really do appreciate it. And I appreciate it from all of you guys, because as I said, you give me an opportunity to share my passion for wrestling. And, as long as you guys enjoy the videos, watch the videos, then I'll still keep making the videos. So this is a really exciting time for wrestling. Probably the most exciting development since the streak finished, because WWE have come out and admitted back in February, they admitted through Shane, ratings are down, stock is down, injuries are up, the reviews that they were getting just weren't as strong. Everything changed when the network came along, and Nikki on Twitter came up with a suggestion that this should be the network era. And I completely agree. Triple H a couple of years ago actually said that this was the reality era. I could go with that as well. I think both are better than the new era. And this has been coming for a while. This isn't something that's happened overnight. This has been coming for a long time. The wrestling community, the internet wrestling community, the IWC, all of you and me, anyone that's on the internet basically, and talking about wrestling, by and large haven't been happy for a long time. They were the first to really jump on and talk about their disdain, their hatred for John Cena, because he kept getting those main event slots. I actually don't think the IWC has a massive issue with John Cena, or at least had a massive issue with John Cena, because he was all right. He had a few moves. He wasn't the worst wrestler in the world. There's certainly been worse. He does a lot of good outside of WWE, but the fact of the matter was, it didn't matter what he did. It didn't matter what was going on. He was always in the main event. And when you've got guys like Dolph Ziggler, for example, who you are desperate to see get pushed up that card, but just never has, never will. He's reached a glass ceiling. There's no way to get beyond it because it's Cena world up here. That starts to get very frustrating. And the hatred for Cena starts to grow greater and greater and greater. Really, we have gone past the time where you can have one guy. Used to be Bruno Sammartino, then for a time Bob Backlund, and then it was Hulk Hogan. And then we went through Bret Hart / Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold / The Rock, Triple H had his time, then we moved into John Cena. There's always been, a figurehead, a face of the company, and I don't have an issue with that. Roman can be the face of the company, but it doesn't mean that he has to, be the guy that's in every main event, winning every match. It should be that there's a real big pot of talent that pick up wins here and there. I don't like the whole 50-50 booking. I'm not saying that they win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one. I'm absolutely fine with dominance, but just not sustained over a 10-year period. Simple as that. If you want Reigns as the guy, fine. Okay? There's Reigns fans out there. That's absolutely fine. Give him a year. Give him a year. See how he does. But only give him that year if everything is pointing to that is the direction to go. Now, I think the problem at the moment is that the internet wrestling community don't like Roman Reigns. they see him as the hand-picked person to replace John Cena. In fact, we've been told, and rumours backstage have said, Vince wants this guy. He's got the look, and Vince wants this guy as the next John Cena. Now, if all the numbers are pointing to that's correct, there's not much we can do. You know, we can moan and boo and all that kind of stuff, but if he's shifting that much and he's getting searched on the internet enough times, he deserves to be the man. But you've got more wrestlers now, more wrestlers than ever before that bubbling underneath that deserve those kind of spots, those kind of opportunities. I think and hope that his time will be shorter than Cena's. I would like to see him get a bit of a run now, step away, come back, you know, really mix it up, not just 10-year period. You've got the likes of Kevin Owens, you've got the likes of Sami Zayn, you've got the likes of Bray Wyatt, you've got the likes of Dean Ambrose, you know, the list goes on and on and on, of talent that can be WWE champion, that can be at the top. And we just do not want to see a repeat of, you know, the early 90s, really, when it was Hulk Hogan, and then underneath you've got the likes of Jake the Snake, you've got the likes of Roddy Piper, Mr. Perfect, you know, all these quality guys that just never ever got that chance to be at the top of the card. So I think the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, saw Cena, saw the dominance he had, got fed up with it, and so, you know, became more vocal, started going to more shows, or their influence certainly started to go to more shows. If you watch a Cena match from, I don't know, 2006, 2007, compare that to a Cena match from 2015, it's night and day. He was not getting the negative reactions he was getting 9-10 years later, because over that time, you know, the Internet Wrestling Community's kind of influence took hold, and that's why we don't like Roman. You know, simple as that. I actually don't have an issue with Roman Reigns. I am fine with him being in that pack of guys that could be there or thereabouts. But you know, he was dominant in the Rumble the other year. He won the Rumble. The year just gone, he went into this Rumble as the champion. It's just like, already now he's been getting pushed quite hard, and he's only just started his main title run. And actually, this is his third reign. It's because he's been losing the title so quickly after getting it, you don't even know that he's now a 3-time WWE champion. That's mental. So over the past few years, ratings in decline through frustration with Cena. Also, you know, I'm getting a lot of grief on the internet as well because of comments I make about Triple H. I do not hate Triple H, right? I don't. I think he's an absolute legend. Can't wait to see him go into the Hall of Fame and actually enjoy his promos, and don't really have any issue with his matches. I don't have an issue with Triple H. But I do have an issue with how he books himself. I do have an issue with him winning the Rumble this year, because he shouldn't have won the Rumble this year. It should have gone to Kevin Owens, or it should have gone to another heel, Rusev. You know, you had a perfect opportunity to put the belt on anybody. Anybody could have won that Royal Rumble, and yet it was Triple H. All because they want to tell the Triple H Roman Reigns story. They want to tell that authority story again. The same authority story that's been getting told since 1997. You know, when it was Vince and Stone Cold. That story has been done and done and done and done and done, and again has added to the decline in ratings. It's added to the fact that people have gone, I'm bored of this. I don't need to see this. You know, it is so refreshing to have a face authority figure in Shane McMahon on Raw at the moment, because we just haven't seen one for so long. So seeing, you know, authority figures that put us first and create great matches for us to see, it's fantastic. It's such a good change, and that's why I believe there is a new era. Plus also, look at the call-ups. You know, night after WrestleMania this year, we got so many more call-ups than what I was expecting. You got Enzo and Big Cass, which thought might happen, but I honestly thought that would be the only ones. I didn't know if there might be a Samoa Joe or a Finn Balor, but they called up Enzo and Big Cass. Apollo Crews, didn't see that coming. Baron Corbin called up mainly at WrestleMania because obviously he won the Andre the Giant Memorial, but didn't see him becoming, a main roster star. Vaudevillains on the Raw were announced as, debuting on SmackDown that was coming. Again, didn't see that happening. This week just gone, Dana Brooke. Emma obviously got called up at WrestleMania and she stayed up there as well. There's all this talent that's just come up from NXT. And then as well as that, there's been some people that have left in the likes of, and, really disappointing, Damian Sandow. Wade Barrett didn't feel he could go on any longer. Cameron was let go. Hornswoggle, El Torito, Zeb Coulter. I've heard that Steve Lombardi, who is works backstage, has been let go. He was more famous as Brooklyn Brawler and was Doink the Clown for a short time. And he's been doing a lot of backstage stuff. He was let go. There was obviously Ryback's in problems with contracts at the moment and whatnot. Adam Rose is in a lot of trouble at the moment. He was suspended for drug use, which looked legit. It looked like it was just prescription stuff, nothing bad. But now he's just been arrested for domestic abuse and stuff. He seems to be in a bad place. So I wouldn't be surprised to see those guys leave. There's this massive turnover, this massive change, and then you've had stars debut like AJ Styles, Gallows and Anderson. You've had all this new talent that's come through as well, and it's changed the main event picture. It's freshened up the roster, and so many matches now that can be had. Even silly things like Maurice. I mean, Maurice has really, really helped The Miz. I mean, The Miz was, I think he's doing some of his best in ring work. He's always been good on the mic. He had his own little talk show segment, but I think Maurice just adds another element to it. So I think where we've been is it's felt a little stale, a little limited. They tried to, as I said, we kind of went Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, PG era for me, and now we're in the new era or the network era or the reality era or whatever it is that it's going to get called or known as. I can't imagine it will stay the new era, but maybe it will. But now we're in that, and it does feel like a new era because of all the change that's happened to the roster. And I am excited as to where we're going and where we're heading, because it feels like they're now listening to the people more. They're listening to the IWC more. They're listening to us as fans more, rather than just going, no, it's PG, 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 John Cena, John Cena, John Cena. This obviously coincides really well with the Women's Championship and the Divas Revolution and all that kind of stuff. I think that played a part as well, because I think Twitter has grown and grown and grown, and obviously WWE have embraced social media. Well, if you embrace social media, you're going to embrace the internet wrestling community. That's going to happen. So I think that also brought around the change. But I think that anything goes now. I think that you could see Kevin Owens become world champion. I think you could see AJ Styles become world champion. I don't think it'll be any time in the immediate future, because I think they're still firmly on the Roman Reigns boat. So I think they're going to give him time to bed in and, become the man. But, God, we've got all those returning stars as well. Cena coming back, Seth Rollins coming back, Bray Wyatt coming back, Randy Orton. If this is the new era, the test, for me, the first big test, SummerSlam. If this is the new era, that SummerSlam card needs to be racked and stacked with new talent, exciting matches that we all want to see, good storylines, good stipulations, and that is something that throughout the whole card they have not been able to deliver for a long time. So if this is the new era, and it feels as though it is, and they've certainly done a lot to prove that it is, then for me the big test will be SummerSlam. I thought Payback recently was fantastic, and I'm sure a lot of these other B shows are going to be fantastic as well. But I want to see what they do with one of the big four. What they for me, they absolutely messed up WrestleMania this year. So I want to see what they're going to do at SummerSlam. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling Days UK. Hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.